Welcome to Queens, Mets Marlins, in a very low-scoring affair. Mets up 1-0 here at the top of the 8th. Here's the bottom of the Marlins order. Pinch hitter Liam Hicks, and he grounds this ball past the pitcher Budo. Acuna flips over to Alonso for the first out.
Let's see what's coming up on Infinity Postgame Live, Gary.
Now the top of the Marlins order will come up to bat.
All right, Garrett, strong pitching again by the Mets tonight. What did you make of Kodai Senga?
I mix his pitches a little differently this time. Use the fastball effectively, and we're going to take a little bit Lindor as well.
All right. See you guys coming up. Postgame show, Infinity Postgame Live. Garrett, keep.
That's a 1-0 lead. They've allowed just 3
Up to bat for the Marlins, it's Xavier to face Budo. That ball's taken for a strike, 0-1. Xavier's 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles and a stolen base.
So he gets the 8th as well.
See what he can do here with 1 gone already in the top of the 8th. That one's up high for ball number 1.
So I think Stanek probably will get the 9th inning. It seems to be the game plan here for Carlos Mendoza. There's nobody up behind Buto. He'll get used to
The
that.
1-1 delivery. Up high and outside again for ball number 2.
2 balls and a strike to Edwards, who has 2 hits tonight. Francisco Lindor has 3 hits tonight. He's graduated to a quarterback hand warmer.
He's got the kangaroo pouch.
Where's Joey?
Just outside again for ball 3.
3 balls and a strike.
And the Marlins, in maybe a few seconds' time, could have the game-tying run on first base.
Buto behind the
3-1 pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. And the Marlins have the game-tying run at first base. And he is very fast. We all know how fast Xavier Edwards is. Let's see if he can swipe a bag maybe. And here comes the pitching coach for the Mets, out to talk to Jose Buto before he faces Kyle Stowers. Kyle Stowers is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk and a single.
And the aforementioned Ryan Stanek starting to get
Ryan
loose.
Stanek warming up for the Mets. He'll probably get the 9th.
5 outs. Maybe he can deliver that. He had a huge outing in the postseason where he got 7 outs. You're going to do that early in the year with one of your short guys, but 5 outs is doable. Pirates beat the Cardinals tonight 8-4. That's 4 straight losses for St. Louis. Joey Bart had a home run for the Pirates.
The Cardinals are now off that hot start. They're 2 under.
So here's Stowers.
Budo is a righty. Stowers is a lefty. As here we go in this at-bat with Edwards at first base.
At first. Buto got his first career pickoff in the 7th.
Budo fires over to first. Xavier gets back in time.
Buto picked off Dane Myers in the 7th.
First pitch to Stowers. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Striking 1.
Buto trying to keep that pitching hand warm. A 43-degree night.
The 0-1 offering. Take it for a strike. Throw over to first. He's safe.
Got back in as Stowers took another fastball for a strike. He almost popped up off that bag.
Sure did.
So now Buto ahead on Stowers 0-2 with a couple of fastballs.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Was late for that high fastball, and Stowers goes down swinging. 2 gone.
He's got his second strikeout, 2 out of the inning.
That's a good scouting report. Big uppercut swing, low ball hitter. Never going to catch up with a high heater. Going to swing under it with that uppercut.
So 2 out.
And now up
Edwards
to
still at
bat
first.
for
And
Miami.
now Otto Lopez, who's gone over
It's
3
Otto.
tonight. Butteau trying to get through 2 scoreless innings. And he gets a high strike called on Lopez, nothing in 1.
Fastball taken for a strike, 0-1.
He's
Otto is
thrown
0
gas.
for 3 tonight. 2 fielders' choices and a flyout.
Just standing around in the bullpen, making the occasional toss.
Here's the
Butteau
0-1
tries to
delivery.
get through the inning. There's the
Swing and a
slider
miss.
to get ahead on Lopez.
Got him to chase a slider in the dirt. 0-2. Absolutely fooled Otto Lopez was there.
See if they send Edwards here on 0-2.
The 0-2 pitch. Taken in the dirt.
By Sanger on a slider in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sanger's a good receiver.
That's
back
1-2.
there. Solid, terrific blocker. Just really impressing me tonight.
Got to the big leagues because of his defensive skills. And he's been up to the challenge.
1-2 offering from Butteau. That ball's fouled back. Nearly takes out the camera.
Still a ball, 2 strikes on
And
Lopez.
we'll do another in this at-bat.
Mets trying to win another close, well-pitched game. They won 3-2 on Saturday, 2-1 yesterday, up 1-0 in the 8th tonight. 1-2 coming from Butteau to Lopez.
Check over to first again. Xavier gets back in time.
Edwards has his 3rd stolen base of the year tonight.
1-2 pitch. That ball's grounded past Butteau. Luis Aniel fires over to first to retire the side.
Butteau with 2 scoreless innings of relief.
It remains 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Mets dominate. Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th.
Celebration of UConn's 12th.
Mets up 1-0. They'll start batting this inning. New catcher for the Marlins, Liam Hicks, replaces Nick Fortes. New pitcher for the Marlins, George Soriano,
First game of that
will pitch,
series,
and his
the
first
10-4
batter will be Mark.
10-4 blowout.
As Vientos
Really
takes
hit
one
him hard.
up and in for ball 1. Mark's 0 for 1 tonight with 2 walks.
Just walked twice and been robbed of a hit on a liner to left. For one of his better offensive
1-0
nights.
pitch.
Swinging the bat
Inside
better tonight.
again
This
for
has
ball
been
2.
A big step forward for Mark.
Jesse Winker on deck for the
Just
Mets.
joining us, the game time
The
tomorrow
DH.
has been moved up from 7:10 to 4:10 because of expected cold weather. 2-0
2-0 pitch.
And the slider
Drops in for a
2-1.
strike. Good pitch by Soriano there.
All right, Stanek getting ready for the save opportunity in the 9th, with Diaz having worked each of the last 2 days.
2-1 offering.
Vientos takes
Down.
the slider down.
Ball
That's
3.
3-1. Jesse Winker on deck, and then Tyrone Taylor as the Mets look for insurance in the bottom of the 8th.
3-1 pitch.
And it's outside.
Outside for ball 4.
For the 3rd time
And Mark
tonight.
draws a walk.
Marlins pitchers have walked 5.
Leadoff man on to
And
first.
Vientos has gathered 3
And
of
here
them.
comes Jesse Winker, the DH for the
Now
Mets.
Winker, who has had a
Leadoff walks.
difficult night at the plate,
Never
got
good.
over 3. Hit the ball in the air 3 times. Nats beat the Dodgers tonight. 6-4. Mackenzie Gore went 6 innings for the win. James Wood hit a home run. We'll get a pinch runner. Jose Siri will run
And
for
Jose
Vientos at
Siri
first base.
will come in to pinch run for
Steal
Mark.
there.
So, looks like we'll get a new third baseman for the Mets.
Siri
the 9th
running for
inning.
Vientos. And they can bring in Brett Beatty to play third base.
Probably
in the 9th
Brett
inning.
Beatty.
So here's Winker.
And here we go. Soriano will fire over
At the edge of the grass
to
at
Jesse
third.
Winker.
No hit to the bunt
That
from
ball's
Winker.
taken
Takes
inside
a
for a
changeup
strike.
0-1.
0-1. Double play ball in effect here for Miami. As Graham Pauly and Eric Lagerman are playing close to the grass. Check over to first. Siri back in time.
Has one stolen base so far this year. Antoine Richardson giving him a couple of pointers about Soriano's move. Siri takes a nice, healthy lead.
Soriano fires over the first again. Siri's back in time. If Soriano fires over the Siri again and Siri gets back in time, it's an automatic second base. And Winker calls time.
Siri running for Vientos, who walked 3 times today. First time in his career that Vientos has ever walked 3 times in a game. 0-1 to Winker. Siri jumps out to his lead. A little extra half step. Not going.
A 1 pitch taken outside. Count is all tied up at 1.
In the 9th inning, the Marlins will have Bride, Wagaman, and Conine, right, left duo. They do not have a left-handed bat on the
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Winker. Siri thought about going, but instead rolled back to first. 1-2 on Jesse Winker.
Tyrone Taylor waits on deck. Siri is yet to try it. Now he goes.
Winker swings and misses a strikeout, and they get Siri out at second, or no. Xavier dropped it. It was in time, but Xavier dropped it out of his glove. That's a stolen base for Siri. 1 out for Winker.
But the ball was in the dirt, and Edwards came down and lost the ball on the attempted tag.
Yeah, Siri was out, but Xavier lost the ball on the tag attempt. That was going to be a strike him out, throw him out. If Xavier held onto the ball, but he didn't. So Siri steals second, and now Tyrone Taylor will come up to bat for the Mets.
He's fouled out and struck out.
Inside for ball 1. Up and outside, ball 2.
2-0. Luis Angel Acuna waiting on deck.
Siri at second. 2 on Taylor, the pitch. Taylor rips this one down the middle for a base hit. Siri's going to dig home, and he's going to be safe. Tyrone Taylor comes through with an RBI single, and it's 2-0 Mets.
With an RBI single, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead in the 8th.
Hasn't played,
And
hasn't
that
had a start.
dropped ball by Xavier Edwards now looms large as the Mets come through in the next batter.
Drives in a big insurance run. Strong throw, Allgear, right on the money. But the speed of Siri.
Yeah, I don't know why Siri was looking over his shoulder as he started his break toward third base. Slowed it down a little bit.
Now it's Luis Angel
to scamper across the plate
up to bat for the Mets. And he takes his first
strike.
one for a strike, 0-1.
Tyrone Taylor with his first run batted in
0-1 pitch, way up high for ball 1.
Nice 2 for 4 night for Tyrone with the RBI. Big 8th inning RBI.
1 out, double play ball in effect for the Marlins. 2-0 now. The pitch. And Luis Angel chops that one. Otto's going to fire it over to Wagaman. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. And Tyrone will stop at second.
Just the play at the plate.
Ain't clearly safe, just got in up front. Speed kills.
And now the 9-hitter for the Mets. Hayden Sanger
So now runner in scoring position for Hayden
with
Sanger.
Tyrone Taylor.
Looking for his
at
first
second
career
base.
run batted in. He's gone 0 for 3 today.
Sanger takes that one for a strike, 0-1.
Cincinnati went to Miami of Ohio.
Hayden Sanger is 0 for 3 tonight. A strikeout, a foul out, and a
I
lineout
asked him if he ever got discouraged. He said, 2 years
for the
ago,
young
I
Mets
was the
catcher.
backup catcher at Binghamton, and I was starting to feel pretty down.
0-1
about
delivery.
things.
Swing and a
Got
miss
to
up
playoffs
high.
that year,
And it's
as
nothing
soon
in
as
2.
Playoffs in AA began, he said, I felt great again. And it really gave me a spark toward
Sanger's going to call timeout.
reasserting himself to get into the big leagues, and now he's had the opportunity. Yep.
The 0-2 offering. Up high for ball 1.
Starting, it's kind of, you got to look in the mirror.
He was the backup to Kevin Parada in 2023 in AA, and now Sanger's in the big leagues, and Parada's still in AA.
1-2 pitch. Sanger chops this one into center, and it's caught by Dane Myers to end the 8th inning. But the Mets get a huge insurance run for Ryan Stanek. We'll be right back. We're here in the top of the 9th. Ryan Stanek will try and close it out for the Mets. Brett Beatty replaces Mark at third base.
For his first save as a Met, he's on 11 saves in his career, 7 of them last year with Seattle. But he has not had a save as a Met, and he gets a chance for
Ryan
one.
Stanek will try and get his first save as a Met. Jonah Bride will be the first batter he faces. 2-0 Mets lead. Just 3 more outs, and they got another win.
Bride came up as a pinch hitter.
Here we go.
Took a call, third strike in the 6th.
Bride takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Nothing in 1.
You have to take a swing.
Eric Wagaman and Griffin Conine to follow against Stanek.
0-1 offering. Taken for a strike.
Slider right on the corner.
Nothing in 2.
Gets ahead 0-2.
2 really similar pitches from Stanek. 2 similar results.
Knees in black outside corner.
This is the 3rd appearance for Ryan. He's only worked an inning and a third this year. He was such a force for the Mets in the postseason last year after struggling early in his Mets tenure.
0-2 delivery. Bride hits that one into fair play. And Taylor at the warning track retires Bride. 1 gone in the top of the 9th. Up to bat for the Marlins, the first baseman, Eric Wagaman.
This is the Mets'
The former
10th
Angel.
season. They've allowed a total
Ground out,
of
foul out, and a
22
line out
runs.
for him tonight, 0 for 3.
Only 17 earned runs.
He'll righty-righty matchup between him and Stanek. Here we go. That one's pumped in at 98 for a strike, 0-1.
Pitching has just been extraordinary.
It has been.
Every button that Carlos Mendoza has pushed in that bullpen has worked out.
0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He chases one below the zone. And it's quickly nothing in 2.
Right here. Usually I feel he overthrows. He's all in on every pitch. But he seems a little more relaxed.
Ryan Stanek
here,
making quick work of these Marlins.
Great command. He can lose command.
This will be his 6th pitch that he's thrown, and it could be his second out of the frame. Big pitch. Down low for a ball.
Down with the splitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's the first ball he's thrown
Conine on deck.
this
Wagner
inning.
trying to get on any way he can to get the tying run up for Miami. 1-2 coming from Stanek.
1-2 pitch. Wagaman fouls that one off himself, and we'll see another.
Kodai Senga in line for the win. He went 5 scoreless tonight. Danny Young pitched the 6th. Jose Butto the 7th and 8th. And now Stanek trying to finish off the shutout. Mets looking for their 2nd shutout victory on this homestand.
1-2 delivery.
Got him.
Called strike 3.
Wagaman caught looking, 2 men down.
2 gone in the top of the 9th. Marlins down to their final batter.
And so the Marlins are down to their final out on this chilly night in New York. That fans stay
That's
warm.
Mr. Marlin Jr., Griffin Conine.
Clothes and their blankets and the dogs.
A lefty,
And
so they'll favor him here. Stanek is a righty.
of another win.
He's 1 for 3 with a single earlier tonight.
1 for 3.
And he goes after this pitch into center field. Tyrone Taylor's under it. The Mets get a shutout over the Marlins. They win 2-0 in Queens. First save for Ryan Stanek as a Met. What a win for Miami in a very low-scoring affair here in cold Queens. See y'all later. Harvey out. Peace.